Hi, it's a pleasure meeting you. My name is Ishmael Mubarak and this is MI4 Studios. Do subscribe to our channel on YouTube. MI4 Studios, click it, ring the notification bell, leave a comment. Let's get interactive. Also, you can follow us on TikTok, MI4 Studios, and get interactive with us. In this episode, we are taking a look at the honeymoon stage of Western lies that have finally come to an end. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you how. Right. So the West, I mean Europe or Europeans, Americans, the superpowers, they have lied to us for quite a very long time in a lot of ways. I might not be able to mention all of them, but I may pick and choose a few, and then you could rally your minds around this few and see the number of examples that you have. Okay, so in some time back, information was not so abound. Just even until TikTok. I felt, because it is most people after work, hard day's work, information might be there, you can go and read it, but then it was not easily accessible. It was not right there in your face. You have to go look for it. It is there, but you have to go look for it to find it. But these days, the way the new media is working, they carry the information to you, whether you like it or not. And the way the new media and technology has been, combined or put together, it is such that the device you have, the phone that you have, the kind of things you are talking about, you're mentioning, immediately you turn on the device and go into your Google or go into any other search engine or social media platform. They make sure that if they don't provide you with a direct feed from what you have discussed, by the first, second, third swipe or scroll, you might meet what you have talked about in the course of the day. The artificial intelligence is working. And what that means is that the artificial intelligence or the advanced technology is now bringing the information to our doorstep, and they are using artificial intelligence to depict or to pick up information from the jurisdiction to ensure that they feed you with that particular information. And TikTok does it so well. Like other social media platforms does it, but TikTok has come with some level of liberation or liberty around it, and because it's a video focused project and it's easily accessible and it's not so difficult, and it has become a common product consumable by almost everybody on this planet Earth. And so therefore, when something happens in country A, in a split second, everybody in the world is likely to get a glimpse of it to watch. And when you post one thing and it's very interesting, you find about thousands of people reposting it, and this is sharing one message to almost everybody, bringing the message to the doorstep. Unlike it used to be, where even though the message may be there or the information may be there, but information answer. In as much as you may need to go and search for the information before you get it, it is existent. But now it is being served to you direct. And so therefore, there are certain information, very vital, very critical, very sensitive, that most persons have not had an idea on, or have not had a consumption of such ideas until the TikTok craze came about, that the person is making the allegation and showing you videos to the regard, showing you pictures to the regard, and this information has been brought to your doorstep. And so it's not really difficult going to search for that information. Right. We are in this country, or we have been in this continent, or in the world, and we have been told that some animals are distinct. In this dispensation, let's say when you are traveling to certain countries, you cannot travel with certain animal food product or anything certain animal like the scale of snakes, like the scale of crocodiles. You know, every country and what animal it has selected. Just some few weeks back in Kenya, some persons had come to smuggle some ants, an ant that a single one of them is worth about $250. They've smuggled them out and they have been caught and they have been prosecuted. So in every country, there are some animals that you cannot kill, some animals that you cannot take away from the country, all in the name of preservation. And so therefore, when you are trying to take those products outside of the country, you find the airport seizing them and all of that. This leather is not allowed. It is a leather from animal A, animal B. The simple question is that where in the world would you find the most authentic animal leather product that is next to original, or that has not been processed so much? Where in the world, if not in the West? Is this not a big lie? Is this not trying to tell us that you don't have to use animal hides and skins, some animal hides and skins for certain ornamental, purposes, or traditional purposes, religious purposes, or cultural purposes? You are not supposed to use them. But then when you move into the people who love collecting artifacts and collecting craft and art and all of that, they may have the skins and hides of the most extinctive animals on the planet Earth, and you cannot be allowed to take the skin of a leopard or the skin of a lion or the skin of some other animals through certain airports. And that honeymoon stage of lies, where you can be lied to, is now finally coming to a point where we all have seen, we all can see what is happening. That nasa abrofui and I say a nipple way or ponko honam say ne demo eye natural. Na so omukura no omo ohyen eye wo bi honam a omo ohyen no sika bebree na enye omukura ya na omo abetoto bodua ne nema de akosensen ho ti adenti na obi ehye bi di firi ne mamu di ba bewura mu di ayese ye ma ho kwan ebanu gold na your friend say ivory or hwene or sono ne ivory no akakraka na ewo ho no ho mu na ye poachers no it's how ivory bebrebe na a free Africa go moku elephant ku ama millions of elephants. Say no omaya extinctive animals African. Who killed those people? Who killed those animals? Who killed those elephants? Who poached them? Who were behind the poaching? Who sponsored it? Isn't it the Westerners? So why do they lie to us? Why do they lie to us? They don't want us to know that they have done A for B. They want us to feel that it's something we don't do. We don't need to do. We don't got to kill elephant. No, there's no need killing elephant. But he needs the ivory. And he's going to make a contract. He's going to contract people specifically to come and kill or poach these elephants and get their ivories. How much percentage of ivory sells in Africa where there's so much of elephants? How many times do you find ivory products that are selling expensive, but you find them out there? You find them out there. You see, there's this funny thing I always tell people about our forefathers and gold. I don't get it. Minim baby asa jibi ni firi ba ye. I don't know. Manu to sumuna so minim media me yakra, but stories are matete afa God hu nyina ye go the wa busuamu bia no. Na chese ye say nana de God no agukukuo mu eno de akwa kwahya ababi ase ewa afuom na de akwahya da motobim na atutu form no de ahye ho chese ya indoctrinate ya kansama kire ya for ho am ya badia tum se God ni nya de pa entino sa bre no abagimi bre no ne esesa ne de acha abrofo no wo mu sesa nso no de America no de kom krom entino ebrebia etwamu no ebibifo na God no mpo yesuro because nsama ya kan fa God no hontuno enti God no ne de ahye ana se ayese ana ayese na ayese na ayese na oti God din keke krompo na wuyam hyehye but ene no ofa wuda ya tikura na wutimi tu God ni bi hu se God ni etimi ni God ni da sore wutimi ni ya betia de tu kom de to nsa de to nine enso hwe are enyaw enso ebrebia etwamu no enkomo ne di no God ho no akwai sese bi otafrache God na kwada ne sasabo nsam bi kura esesa yesesa firifie ni kotu muram anso na kwesi broni die no ayere no ho no osesa de ko ansa na bibini be hu nya sese God so wo mfa so no na galam sei na aba God, oh my goodness, oh God. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's funny, honestly, that we actually threw away all of these goodies. We actually belittle the power and the value of these things. I just say, I don't get it. I don't really get it. I don't get it. Maybe me so amentiase, but the bio stories na making kind of the amatini nyina no asa ye nanam no God no musuro no omasesa kogu baby na abrafo no momo no omasesa God na no mo de atotototo omo ntan na omo ma hu no mo mahwe sabio tafracha bibimamu ukohwe God kra ye beto ayasemo bajimi brampa edio edin papa but you know obia hunu se wo God da wo dem ayade pa entino ugo che no ayade pa de ma e won fa nkotutu fo mo fa nkɔ hye ho wo God ba ya sesi a won nkotutu afo mo fa nkɔ hye ho no obia aba ba hunu se God so wo mfa so. The honeymoon of lies has it has come to an end, and the people have now realized that the thing is a good thing. So they want to use it for what they need to use it for. Okay, another honeymoon of lies that have come to an end is how our leaders, some leaders who are actually good leaders, who have actually fought for the goodness of this particular, continent and their respective countries. Sylvanus Olympio, the likes of, Emperor Haile Selassie, the likes of Mama Gaddafi, the likes of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara, and mention their names. So many people. Idi Amin's. So now the honeymoon of lies has become over, and now the African has realized that these persons were actually good leaders. They were actually having Africa and their countries at heart, doing the right things. I cannot justify that they did everything right, but then they're trying to do the right thing for their countries. The likes of Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings and the likes. But then Patrice Lumumba was, sacrificed like an animal. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah, children and Saturday night, Tamil Belgium. I am a bazaar. Oh, may the souls rest in perfect peace. Patrice Lumumba, may your soul rest in peace. May your soul rest in peace, Thomas Sankara. May your soul rest in peace, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. May your soul rest in peace. May the souls of Idi Amin rest in peace. May the souls of our forefathers, our leaders who have fought, tooth and nail, who have contributed every single dime of their strength for the development of Africa. May your soul rest in peace, Mama Al-Gaddafi. May your soul rest in peace, Emperor Haile Selassie. May your soul rest in peace, African leaders. It has come to a point where when an African leader is trying to lead the African way, every African was against it. And now it has come to a point where Ibrahim Traoré and the likes, Assimi Goïta and the likes, Domboyers will now get the support of their citizens or from their countries, and then the sympathy of all Africans and the sympathy of persons in the diaspora supporting them, because the lies are over. Now the Africans are understanding that yes, this particular leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, is a leader with the people at heart. He's an African leader and is trying to do well for his country, and so therefore his country must support him. Assimi Goïta is getting support from Malians, and then Domboya is getting support from Guineans. The Senegalese president is getting support from Senegal. The likes of Yoweri Museveni of Uganda is getting support from his country, and most countries out there are also calling this same style kind of leadership into their countries, and it is bringing about liberation, and it's bringing about information, and it's bringing about knowledge and wisdom, and it is bringing about a certain kind of a paradigm shift into the African continent, because the lies that has been spewed, making some of these leaders bad leaders, has now come to a limelight, and the truth has been seen, the truth has been felt, and the difference has been made out there. The honeymoon is over. The honeymoon of lies is over. Where in the wake of signing agreement and contract, they come with their numbers and their briefcase, and nobody challenges them. Nobody negotiates with them. They tell you what they want. You smile and laugh because you want to become that humble, respectful person to whatever the powers be. Now these days we have presidents who are not listening to what the West is saying. We have presidents who are not doing as they are saying. We have presidents who are doing as they please. We have presidents who have their national interest first before any other interest. At first we didn't have presidents who will sit and speak publicly on matters where the West will not support them. Now we have presidents like that of Rwanda's president. We have presidents who are speaking their minds. We have political leaders and leaders like Malema who are speaking their minds onto power. We have Kenyans, Ruto, speaking their minds to power. When you go to Rwanda, Kigali, we just have these leaders right now who are not just succumbing and puppeteering to the Western. The honeymoon of lies is becoming over. It's coming to an end. Most of them have come to an end already. Where the African culture is seen as barbaric, yet still you go to the museums in Europe and in the Americas and you find African artifacts selling in billions and millions of dollars, and then that is what is actually proving the side attraction. So if it is bad and evil, why do you have it in your museums? You bring me the white cross, and then you come and take away my black, moldings. You bring me the white cloth, or you bring me the other ones, the Mary statue, and you come and take away that my mummy. You come and take away that my wooden carved, whatever it is, whatever it may be. Take it to your museum and claim ownership of it. Come and take my cedi, come and take the kind of currency we used to use, and tell me that that is barbaric, that I don't need to do it, and because this one is dirty, this cannot take you to a certain region where you are supposed to walk on gold. Gold is beneath the surface of this country. Ghana has so much gold in the soil, and Nigeria has so much gold, Burkina Faso has so much gold. There is gold here. Dig it and spend it. Dig it. Dig it and spend it. You don't have to die to walk on gold. Yes, I do believe in religious aspect of whatever it is there is. I do believe, I have faith. I know that there's spirituality. I know that there is some kind of divinity, and I respect it, and I belong to it, and I worship in it, and I have so much trust and confidence in it. But I also know that there is gold beneath the surface of this earth, and when you mine it in your country and it's made accessible, I can buy it, I can use it, I can wear it, I can walk on it, and I can enjoy it. I know that my culture is a very beautiful thing to project out there. I know that the culture of the Gans, the culture of the Fantis, the culture of the Evis, the culture of the Ashantis, I know that the cloth from the Ashanti, I know that the cloth from the Ewe, I know that the Fugu is something that I need to project, I need to put it out there. I know that it is valuable. I know now that my own is good. I know that pouring libation is good. I know that African has got spiritualities and deityism. I know that I need to respect that particular system. I know now I do not need to walk about thinking that there's nothing in the world apart from what the white man has introduced me to. I know the honeymoon of lies is getting over. It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Eat something light in the morning. I'm trying to touch on how systematic lies have taken us, and shackled us. Eat light in the morning, so everything you eat would have sugar in there. You're gonna fall sick. Every single thing you eat will have sugar in it. You're gonna fall sick. You're gonna attract diabetes. They tell us don't learn this, but learn that in your schools. Learn this language, it is better. Yes, languages are good. But don't learn anything about your gold. Don't learn anything about maximization of your agric sector. Don't prioritize it. Don't learn anything about engineering. No, don't prioritize it. Just churn out the students. Just let them read about our people who have come and gone. Just let them read about the theories that we have made. Yeah, feed them with that. Don't feed them with specifics. So our curriculum is sick. It's the most craziest thing I know on earth. As far as I am concerned, the educational curriculum in Africa, in Ghana, especially because I'm from Ghana and that's what I know, is the most craziest thing I've ever seen. Because I live in a country where there's bauxite. I live in a country where there's gold, manganese, cocoa, timber. I live in a country where there's gold. I live in a country where there's lithium, there's oil. I live in a country where there's coffee. I live in a country where there's cashew. There's so much. Millet. There's maize. There's oh my goodness. List it. List them. I live in that particular country, yet that same country would have to import the same thing, whether in raw state or in finished good. Because that country has not been taught what the country whom they are importing from is taught. Baby, I kwa ni emane free no. Edi aba no. Ade na ya kire omo ho no mo yusu no mo de adua na aba na ye kwa gibi no. I didn't know you yet. It's funny and sad. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's simple. It's simple. Leave your comment and do subscribe to the channel. Right. This is MI4 Studios on YouTube and MI4 Studios on TikTok. Leave a comment and let's get interactive. If you want business inquiries or news inquiries, or you want to bring a news item to attention, you can send it through our email info.mi4studios@gmail.com. But then Yes, here we are. We have the arable lands and we have the human resources. But what we are learning is not making the arable lands useful, nor making the human resource resourceful enough. And we will sit down, not do so much, and we will go and buy from people who the only difference they have made is learn what to do with what they have. And we have been told not to learn about even what we have in this country. Because you can't tell me that the things I'm reading about or the things that I have read about, which had nothing to do with technology and agriculture and health, which are very universal to this regard, have anything to do to impact this particular country. If that were the case, the graduates that we've churned out over the years wouldn't have been more of unemployed, or wouldn't have been in the situations they find themselves. They would have made great impact, because Ghanaians are not lazy people. Africans are not lazy people. But then we have been nurtured to become lazy, because out of our laziness comes our vulnerability, and that honeymoon of lie is getting to an end, because Africans have realized that they need to start being productive, and they need to start processing their raw materials. There's so many examples out there, but these are the few, just to indicate to the whole world watching that yes, the honeymoon of lies has finally come into an end. Maybe fear will let now to so fine leather now wakotona a year expensive leather now would they too as possible, and no nya money already here. The lies have finally come to an end, and then there's so much more that is coming to an end, and as they cumulatively or gradually come into an end, definitely the world will become a better place, and Africa will sit or take its place. My name is Ishmael Mubarak. Thank you for watching. Ciao.